Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me today, where we are doing our second part of generational healing. And today we're focusing on the gifts or the strengths that we receive from our ancestors. So, we are going to start with our short little meditation, Elevate, and then we are going to get into talking about this. And we're going to go back to the ritual fire in the middle of the forest that we went to last week. So, if you were with us last week, then this is the second part. If not, you may want to go back and watch that video to work on the releasing the generational trauma before you bring in the generational gifts. So I'm going to ask everybody to take a moment to close your eyes and just start taking a couple deep, nourishing breaths, getting centered and grounded and arriving in this moment. And with your eyes closed, if you're comfortable with that, I want to invite you to bring your attention into your heart space, out of your head and into your heart, the seat of the soul. And with your attention here in your heart, I want to invite you to think about someone you really, really love, human or animal, currently on the planet or not, but that's someone special when you think about them, that you feel that love, that gratitude, that appreciation for someone special. And I'm going to spray a little rose water while we're doing that. And if this feeling, if this love for this someone special has a color to you, I want to invite you to tune into that color. And imagine that color starting at your heart and then spreading all throughout your body, spreading love and gratitude and appreciation into every single cell in your body. And let's take one more deep, nourishing breath together. Opening your eyes, coming back to here and now. So, as I said, last week we focused on the generational trauma. This week we're focusing on generational gifts or strengths. So, I want to share with you a quote that was in my newsletter on Monday. If you're interested in getting my newsletter, you can sign up on my website, yourtappingjourney.com. Send out a weekly newsletter and then a reminder for this YouTube video, and that's usually it. So, I try not to inundate your email box. Anyway, here's the quote. As you focus on clearing your generational trauma, do not, do not forget to claim your generational strengths. Your ancestors gave you more than just your wounds. So I'm going to read that one more time. By the way, this is by Jeffrey Langell. I guess it's Langell. As you focus on clearing your generational trauma, do not forget to claim your generational strengths. Your ancestors gave you more than just your wounds. So I want you to think about the fact that your sense of self came from your family. Your understanding of the world came from your family, came from those people that you grew up with, your caregivers early on in life. And maybe you received gifts directly, meaning maybe you had a loving, supportive family and you were loved, you were held, you were given um, uh, a sense of worthiness, a sense of self esteem from your family. Maybe you were lucky enough to have that. Unfortunately, many people had a less than fabulous uh, childhood. And of course, there's variations, right? This is a whole plethora of ways that this could be. So if you came from a family that was neglectful or even abusive, believe it or not, there's gifts in that too. This is how you learned resilience. This is how you learned how to take care of yourself. Um, uh, Shoot, I'm drawing a blank on his name right now, so I guess I'll bring that back if it comes back. But anyway, so whether you grew up in a loving family or you grew up in a less than fabulous family, you still received gifts from your family, and they received gifts from their family. So it goes back generations. Okay, so there's the heartfelt, easy to accept gifts, and then there's the that are wrapped in less than wonderful gifts, right? They don't look like gifts, but there's actually gifts in that too. So in everything in life, if you'll go back 2 episodes when I talked about the 4 stages of spiritual growth that I learned from Michael Bernard Beckwith, that one of those stages, so there's the life is happening to me, stage 1, the victim stage. Life is happening by me, which is stage 2, when you start understanding that you are a manifester. And then stage 3, life is happening through me and for me. So even though your childhood may have looked less than fabulous, there was still gifts in it. There was still beauty in it. You still were able to bounce back and learn to be resilient. So just wanted to share that with you. And then we are going to do our little meditation today and a little silent tapping before that. First, I want to grab a sip of water. So we're going to do a little bit of silent tapping as we tune in to ourselves. And this is an opportunity to reflect on what gifts, what strengths, what beauty you received from your ancestors. So maybe your faith, maybe your ambition, your ability to work hard. Maybe there's things that you never even thought about, the fact that you learn these things from your family and that they may actually be like family characteristics or traits. Okay. So I'm not going to go into explaining EFT today. Yeah, I definitely have videos here on YouTube that you can find that. So we're just going to start doing some silent tapping. So I'm going to ask you to go to between your eyebrows and just start gently tapping and taking a deep breath here. And going to the side of the eye, using this time to tune in to your family's gifts and strengths. Under the eye, under the nose, chin, which is the indentation between the lip and the chin. Collarbone, as you find your collarbone, go down about an inch and out about an inch. Underarm, which is down at the bottom of the bra line, ladies. And top of the head. And now I want to invite you to close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. And I want you to imagine that you are walking on a path in the forest. And in this forest, you feel safe and protected. And maybe you even have spirit animals show up for you. So maybe an owl, maybe a wolf, maybe even a snake or a bear. But they're showing up in a loving, protective way, not in a scary way. And they're there to support you as you go deep within this forest, deep within your heart and mind and soul. to find your generational gifts. And as you're walking down this path and going deeper into the forest, you notice a light out in front of you. And you find yourself drawn toward this light. And as you walk closer to it, you realize that there is actually a clearing in the middle of the forest with a fire in the middle, a ritual fire in this big clearing with stones all around it. It is safe. And as you come out of the woods and enter the clearing, you notice that others are also coming out on different paths. And you look around and notice that this is your ancestors, your family members, many who have passed, many you've never met physically here on this planet. And you're all coming together to this fire in the middle of this clearing to receive healing, to receive the gift or the gifts that your family has created over time. And maybe as you get closer to this fire, you notice that there are some people there dancing or drumming or chanting, welcoming you, being so grateful that you are here to heal, to grow, to learn, to live. And you notice that you have a divine helper. So maybe this is an angel, maybe it's God, maybe it's Jesus, maybe it's Buddha. Whoever it is, you notice that you have someone here to help you, to support you in releasing whatever generational trauma you're still carrying, however much you're ready to let go of today. And they're here also to help you to remember that you have received much more than trauma from your family. You have also received courage and bravery and hope and dreams. So really allow yourself to feel this. Tune in to all the beauty you have received from your family. Tuning into courage, tuning into bravery, tuning into hope, tuning into love, tuning into resilience and the ability to bounce back from hard things in life. Allowing yourself to feel braver and stronger and loved and supported from your past family members and from your divine helpers. And really anchor in this energy, these gifts, this knowing that you are much more than just trauma. You are so much more. You are braver, wiser, more resilient than you know. And allow yourself to anchor in this high vibration energy, this healing, this power, this love, this support, anchoring into your heart. And let's take a deep, nourishing breath together. And maybe this feeling, this high vibration energy, these gifts that you have received has a color to you. And if so, tune into this color and anchor in the energy of this color. And let's take another deep, nourishing breath together. And I invite you to connect with your family members that are here with you at this special ritual ceremonial fire, thanking them for coming, thanking them for the gifts that they have given you, thanking them for being here with you now as you heal and grow and shift and change. And now, allowing your ancestors to begin to leave as you thank everybody one last time, holding on to these strengths, this courage, this power, this knowing that you are so much more than the trauma that you have focused on, that you are powerful beyond measure. And then knowing that you can come back to this fire at any time, that you can come back to your ancestors at any time to do more healing work, to tune back into this high vibration energy whenever you wish. And now it is time to leave the fire for now, to turn back, walk back down the path, walking back down the path, coming back through the forest, and coming back to the room that you're in, feeling your body again, feeling anchored into your body, noticing what's supporting you, the chair, the floor, the bed, whatever you may be on, letting it support you, letting yourself be held. And with one last deep breath, opening your eyes, coming back to here and now, feeling renewed, refreshed, revitalized, holding on to these gifts, knowing that you deserve these precious gifts within you. So I thank you so much for joining me today, either live or on the replay. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and I will be back next week, but actually I'm going to shift and change what's scheduled and planned. So you'll learn more about that later. So thank you very much. Blessings to you all, and namaste.